Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the Silent Assassin Suit Only series. And this week we are off to Berlin, where we will be taking on 5 of the 10 ICA agents after us. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the radio tower, and we'll be bringing with us a vial of sedative poison and a tranquilizer gun in a briefcase, along with our silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we're gonna vacate this nice warm fire in the woods here, retrieve our tranquilizer gun. We'll leave the briefcase behind, we don't need that, and we're going to make our way over to the decommissioned nuclear facility that is now Club Hole, and we need to get all the way to the far side of the map. So we're just going to make our way past the queue for the club and around to our right here. I'm going to grab a few items along the way just in case I need them, although I shouldn't do. We're going to hop over this wall here, and then we can make our way into the bushes just across the pathway, and we will bypass our first target, who will be Agent Thames. There he is walking this way. We'll come back for him a little later. So I'm just going to grab that crowbar as well. That will actually come in handy at some point. And we're going to make our way over using all of the bushes and cover available to the bikers hangout area. And once we're into this area, I'm just going to stop very briefly and take out the camera just to our right, and that will be out of our way for later on. So we're going to make our way into the bikers hangout via the shortcut, and we're going to make our way up to the top floor, and we're going to stop off on the floor below that as well to do a bit of setup. So we're just going to close those doors so no one can see us, make our way up to the next floor. Now up here we have one patrolling guard who will be in our way, so we will be getting rid of him. And this is where our crowbar will come in handy. So when he turns around to move off on his patrol, we can then break cover and we can render him unconscious. So we have Agent Rhodes almost directly below us, and Agent Tremaine in the room just ahead of us. So once the guard is unconscious, we're going to make our way down onto the roof of the weed farm, take out the surveillance camera there, make our way further down, and we're going to add our sedative poison to the air conditioning unit right here. So in that goes. We'll come back and make use of that shortly. There is another crowbar down here, I believe. Yes, there it is. So we'll grab that as well just in case. We shouldn't need it, but we'll grab it anyway. So Agent Rhodes is going to be a couple of minutes before he returns. So we're going to make our way back upstairs, and we will deal with Agent Tremaine first of all. So what we're going to do is we need to get rid of his colleague, the non-target and also patrolling guard, who is currently at the back of the room. So when he starts making his way over here, we will then turn off the generator just over in the corner here. And the reason we're waiting for him to start moving is so that we don't actually snare Agent Tremaine. We want the non-target, and here he comes. And when he comes round to investigate, we can use our trusty crowbar here to render him unconscious. We can leave his body there. Now he hasn't turned off the generator, which will eventually attract the attention of Agent Tremaine. We want to get nice and close to him before that happens.
Agent Tremaine.
So he's now getting distracted. We're going to hide behind this crate here, and as he passes us, we can then grab hold of him and render him unconscious from around the corner. There we go. And we have a choice now. We can break his neck or shoot him in the head, or as I have opted to do, we are going to throw him off of the building. And no one will find him down there. It will count as an accident kill anyway, but that is an out of bounds area. So target 1 taken care of. We can now return to Agent Rhodes, who is downstairs, and with any luck, as we get back to the fumigation or air conditioning system, Agent Rhodes should also be arriving at roughly this point as well. If not, you may have to just wait for him, but luckily enough, he has just entered into this area. So we are going to trigger the ventilation system, which will render all 3 people in the weed farm unconscious, and we can then turn off the ventilation so that we can remain conscious. We're going to drag Agent Rhodes around the corner here, and we're not going to do anything fancy. We'll just quickly break his neck for our second kill, and from here we're going to make our way back upstairs, and we're going to go across the skylight or the sky walkway towards Agent Green, and along the way we will take out Agent Thames as we go. So we're just going to head up this final flight onto the sky walkway, and there is Agent Thames. He is in an ideal position for us, so we're going to take out our silenced pistol and shoot the floor below the crane there. That will get Agent Thames's attention, and when he goes in to investigate, we can aim our pistol up and drop the concrete cylinder down on top of him for an accident falling object kill. So we're already 3 down with 2 to go, and next up, as I mentioned, will be Agent Green, although we do have one other guard we need to remove first of all. So there is Agent Green leaning on the balcony. We will need to wait for him to move away, which will not take very long. There he goes. He is actually going to radio in first, which will slow us down a bit. Once you get into the proximity of any of the agents, they will stop their routine to radio in, saying that they can't find us, which is ideal for us as we don't want to be found. So once Agent Green has moved off a safe distance, we can render his colleague here unconscious. We're going to drag him into the stairwell and into the dumpster provided, and then all we have to do is retrieve our crowbar. We're going to collect up the guard's gun as well so it doesn't distract Agent Green, and then we're going to plug ourselves up behind the air conditioning unit right here and await the return of Agent Green, who will eventually come back and once again lean on the railings just over by the stairwell. And when he does, we can then get behind him and then we can push him over the edge. Try to move away from the edge as soon as he has gone over, because his body does actually get found immediately. So that leaves us just one more target. I believe this is Agent Davenport, who is currently taking a drink. So we're going to have to wait for him to go through his entire routine, and just before he returns to take his drink, he will stop in the doorway directly below us, and we can drop this sack of bricks onto his head. So 5 targets are now all dealt with. Now we could at this point retrace our steps all the way back to the beginning of the map and head for the bicycle exit, or if you feel brave, head all the way back to the very start of the level. I've brought a tranquilizer gun for a reason though, so we're going to head down the ladder here, and on this lower roof from here we should be able to get a shot off at the delivery driver, who has a set of keys to the moped exit. So we've just got to line up our shot just right. About there will do nicely, and then we can descend down to the ground floor. Now do be aware that the remaining 5 agents are all vacating the area. There goes one of them, and there goes another one, and there is a third on his way. So we're going to very quickly hop over this fence as the doors have closed behind us. We can then retrieve the delivery boy's keys, and we can then take the moped exit and vacate the area. And there goes the final guard. I believe that would be Agent Montgomery, and we are free and clear with a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.